Ooh, ooh, Jambo. Habari gani? Furaha Sabbath siku. Furaha Sabbath siku. Furaha Sabbath siku. Moja kupenda. Happy seventh day. One love. One more time. How y'all doing? Habari gani? So on and so forth and so forth and so on. And I am back at it again, you know. I'm like I've been trying to explain. I do not know it all. This is a learning process. As I do this, it's a learning process for me. Um, like the other day, I was standing and talking to this woman, and I'm crying with this woman, but I'm talking to her, but I'm crying with her as I'm talking to her because the God of God is giving me this here knowledge that I'm giving her. I'm hearing it for the first time myself. It's like I tell people, karaoke. You be like, how do God talk to you? Easy when you're walking down the street, you're feeling real bad. That stranger come up and say, hey, it's gonna be all right. You know, that be him talking to you. You know, if man can invent karaoke, speaking to the microphone, and it comes out over there, he could do the same thing. He's speaking to the microphone, and it come out of me because I was standing, I was telling the woman, you know, about my mother, my father, about, you know, their advanced age when I met them, so on and so forth. And I never thought about it until I was talking to her when he was giving me the opportunity to explain to her that my father fell back in love with my mother. Yeah, when I met my father, I was 44. We made him turn 45. It was my 45th birthday with both of them. And yeah, for 45 years, this man's life, he tore up and down. He didn't have a son. Yeah. And then when he met his baby boy, he was like, wow, I got a son. She's alive. Wow. So, you know, he fell back in love with his wife. I was like, wow, it just blew me away when I said it. I never thought about it. I was saying what he put in my mouth to say to her. But as I was saying it to her, it was new to me too. And I was like, wow, I had to I had to put my little handkerchief out and dab my eyes and talking to this woman, dabbing my eyes, because I never, you know, when he be, I put forth efforts to be the speaker like Jesus, be his speaker. Like Jesus said, 12:44, he that truly believe in me, believe not in me, but in he who sent me. That's all I am. My job is to elevate those who seek elevation, and for those who want to get closer to the God of God. That's why, you know, I'm not even tripping about how many views and none of this, because this is for me, you know, and those who want to be a part of it too, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I don't know, maybe it's going to be like a time cube, maybe, you know, later on somebody see it, like, hey, man, wow, I don't know. But anyway, it's time to read for Furaha Sabbath Siku. Happy seventh day. We're in Numbers. Numbers. If you use the Kiswahili, Numbers. The fourth book of Moses, called Numbers. Moja, Bili, Tatu, N-A. N, capital N, baby N-E. N, N-A. 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 Alrighty. Let us begin. Chapter 1, Numbers. Now the God spoke to Moses in the wilderness of Sinai in the tabernacle meeting on the first day of the second month in the second year after they had come out of the land of Egypt, saying, take a census of all the congregation of the children of Israel by their families, by their fathers' houses, according to the number of names, every male individually, from 20 years old and above, all who are able to go to war for Israel. You and Aaron shall number them by their armies. And with you there shall be a man from every family, each one the head of his father's house. These are the name of the men who shall stand with you. From Reuben, Elizur, the son of Shadeur. From Shemeon, Shelumiel, the son of Zurish, Shaddai. From Judah, Nahshon, the son of Aminadab. From Issachar, Nathanael, the son of Zuar. From Zebulun, Eliel, the son of Helon. From the sons of Joseph, from Ephraim, Elishama, the son of Amihu. From Manasseh, Gamaliel, the son of Peduzur. From Benjamin, Abidan, the son of Gideoni. From Dan, Ezer, the son of Amishadai. From Asher, Pagiel, the son of Okoran. From God, Elishaph, the son of Deuel. From Naphtali, Ahira, the son of Anan. These were chosen from the congregation, leader of their fathers' families, heads of divisions in Israel. Then Moses and Aaron took these men who had been mentioned by name, and they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month. And they recited their ancestries by families, by their fathers' houses, according to the number of names from 20 years old and above, each one individually. As the God commanded Moses, so he numbered them in the wilderness of Sinai. Now the children of Reuben, Israel's oldest son, their genealogies by their families, by their father's house, according to the number of names, every male individually from 20 years old and above, all who were able to go to war. Those who were numbered of the family of Reuben were 46,500. From the children of Simeon, their genealogies by their families, by the father's house of those who were numbered, according to the number of names, every male individually from 20 years old and above, all who were able to go to war. Those who were numbered of the family of Simeon were 59,300. From the children of God, their genealogies by their families, by their father's house, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and above, all who were able to go to war. Those who were numbered of the family of God were 45,650. From the children of Judah, their genealogies by their families, by their father's house, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and above, all who were able to go to war. Those who were numbered of the tribe of the family of Judah were 74,600. The book say tribe. I don't believe in tribes. I believe in families, because there were 12 families. Jacob was no longer Jacob, he was Israel, and Jacob had 12 sons, 12 families. From the children of Issachar, their genealogy by their family, by their father's house, according to the number of names, from 20 years above, all who were able to go to war. Those who were numbered of the families of Issachar were 54,400. From the children of Zebulun, their genealogy by their family, by their father's house, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and above, all who were able to go to war. Those who were numbered of the family of Zebulun were 57,400. From the sons of Joseph, the children of Ephraim, the genealogy by the family, by the father's house, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and above, all who were able to go to war. Those who were numbered of the family of Ephraim were 40,500. From the children of Manasseh, their genealogy by their family, by their father's house, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and above, all who were able to go to war. Those who were numbered of the family of Manasseh were 32,200. From the children of Ben and Jamin, their genealogy by their families, by their father's house, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and above, all who were able to go to war. Those who were numbered of the family of Benjamin were 35,400. From the children of Dan, their genealogy by their families, by their fathers, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and above, all who were able to go to war. Those who were numbered of the family of Dan were 62,700. From the children of Asher, their genealogy by their families, by their father's house, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and above, all who were able to go to war. Those who were numbered of the family of Asher were 41,500. From the children of Naphtali, by their genealogy, by their families, by the father's house, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and above, all who were able to go to war. Those who were numbered of the family of Naphtali were 53,400. Though these are the ones who were numbered, whom Moses and Aaron numbered, with the leaders of Israel, 12 men, each one representing his father's house. One more time, 12 men. So all who were numbered of the children of Israel by their father's house from 20 years old and above, all who were able to go to war in Israel. All who were numbered were 603,550, but the Levites were not numbered among them by their father's family. For the God had spoken to Moses, saying, only the tribe of Levi you shall not number, nor take a census of them among the children of Israel. But you shall appoint the Levites over the tabernacle of the testimony, over all its furnishings, and over all things that belong to it. They shall carry the tabernacle and all its furnishing. They shall attend to it and camp around the tabernacle. And when the tabernacle is to go forward, the Levites shall take it down. And when the tabernacle is to be set up, the Levites shall set it up. The outsider who comes near shall be put to death. The children of Israel shall pitch their tents, everyone by his own camp, everyone by his own standard, according to their armies. But the Levites shall camp around the tabernacle of the testimony, that there may be no wrath on the congregation of the children of Israel. And the Levites shall keep charge of the tabernacle of the testimony. Thus the children of Israel did according to all that the God commanded Moses. So they did. Chapter 2 of Boaz. And the God spoke to Moses and Aaron, saying, every one of the children of Israel shall camp by his own standard beside the entrance of his father's house. They shall camp some distance from the tabernacle of meeting, on the east side toward the rising of the sun. Those of the standard of the forces with Judah shall camp according to their armies, and Nahshon, the son of Aminadab, shall be the leader of the children of Judah. And his army was numbered at 64,600. Those who camped next to him shall be the family of Issachar, and Nathaniel, the son of Zuar, shall be the leader of the children of Issachar. And his army was numbered at 54,400. Then comes the family of Zebulon, and Eliab, the son of Helon, shall be the leader of the children of Zebulun. And his army was numbered at 57,400. All who were numbered according to their armies of the forces with Judah, 168,400. These shall break camp first. On the south side shall be the standard of the forces with Reuben, according to the names, and the leader of the children of Reuben shall be Elizur, the son of Shedeur. And his army was numbered at 46,500. Those who camped next to him shall be the family of Simeon, and the leader of the children of Simeon shall be Shelumiel, the son of Zuri Shadel. And his army was numbered at 59,300. Then comes the family of God, and the leader of the children of Gad, G-A-D, Gad. Then comes the family of Gad, and the leader of the children of Gad shall be Eliasaph, the son of Reuel. And his army was numbered at 45,650. All who were numbered according to their armies of the forces with Reuben. 151,450, there shall be the second to break camp. And the tabernacle of meeting shall move out with the camp of the Levites in the middle of the camps. As they camp, so they shall move out everyone in this place by their standards. On the west side shall be the standard of the forces with Ephraim according to their armies, and in the leader of the children of Ephraim shall be a Shama, the son of Almin, who and his army was numbered at 40,500. Next to him comes the family of Manasseh, and the leader of the children of Manasseh shall be Gamaliel, the son of Pedahzur, and his army was numbered at 32,200. Then comes the family of Benjamin, and the leader of the children of Benjamin shall be Abidan, the son of Gideoni, and his army was numbered at 35,400. All who were numbered according to the armies of the force with Ephraim, 108,100. They shall be the third to break camp. The standard of the forces with Dan shall be the north side according to the armies, and the leader of the children of Dan shall be Ahiezer, the son of Amishadai, and his army was numbered at 62,700. Those who camped next to him shall be the family of Asher, and the leader of the children of Asher shall be Pagiel, the son of Okram, and his army was numbered at 41,500. Then comes the family of Naphtali, and the leader of the children of Naphtali shall be Ahira, the son of Anan, and his army was numbered at 53,400. All who were numbered of the forces were down 147,600. They shall break camp last with their standards. These are the ones who were numbered of the children of Israel by their father's house. All who were numbered according to the armies of the forces were 603,550. But the Levites were not numbered among the children of Israel, just as the God commanded Moses. Thus the children of Israel did according to all that the God commanded Moses, so they camped by their standards, and so they broke camp, each one by his family according to their father's houses. Chapter 3. Now these are the records of Aaron and Moses when the God spoke with Moses on Mount Sinai. And these are the names of the sons of Aaron: Nadab, the firstborn, and Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar. These are the names of the sons of Aaron, the anointed priests, whom he consecrated to minister as priests. Nadab and Abihu had died before the God when they offered profane fire before the God in the wilderness of Sinai, and they had no children. So Eleazar and Ithamar ministered as priests in the presence of Aaron, their father. And the God spoke to Moses, saying, bring the family of Levi near, and present them before Aaron the priest, that they may serve him. And they shall attend to his needs and the needs of the whole congregation before the tabernacle meeting to do the work of the tabernacle. Also, they shall attend to all the furnishings of the tabernacle meeting and to the needs of the children of Israel to do the work of the tabernacle. And ye shall give the Levites to Aaron and his sons. They are given entirely to him from among the children of Israel. So you shall anoint Aaron and his sons, and they shall attend to the priesthood. But the outsider who comes near shall be put to death. Then the God spoke to Moses, saying, now behold, I myself have taken the Levites from among the children of Israel, instead of every firstborn who opens the womb among the children of Israel. Therefore, the Levites shall be mine. So in other words, the Levites is like, special, even more special than the children. I mean, they're part of the children of Israel, but they're even a little bit more special. Wow. Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. Because all the firstborn are mine. On the day that I struck all the firstborn in the land of Asia, I sanctified to myself all the firstborn in Israel, both man and beast. They shall be mine. I am the God. And then the God spoke to Moses in the wilderness of Sinai, saying, number the children of Levi by their fathers' houses, by their families. You shall number every male from a month old and above. So Moses numbered them according to the word of the God, as he was commanded. These were the sons of Levi by their names: Gershom, Kohath, and Merari. And these are the names of the sons of Gershom by their families: Libni and Shimei. And the sons of Kohath by their families: Amram, Izahar, Hebron, and Uziel. And the sons of Merari by their families: Mahali and Mushi. These are the names of the Levites by their father's house. From Gershon came the family of the Libnites and the family of the Shemites. These were the families of the Gershonites. Those who were numbered according to the number of all the males from a month old and above, and those who were numbered there were 7,500. The families of the Gershonites were to camp behind the tabernacle westward. And the leader of the father's house of the Gershonites was Eliasaph, the son of Laed. The duties of the children of Gershon in the tabernacle meeting included the tabernacle, the tent with its covering, the screen for the door of the tabernacle meeting, the screen for the door of the court, the hangings of the court which are around the tabernacle and the altar, and their cords according to all the work related to them. From Kohath came the family of the Amarites, the family of the Isharites, the family of the Hebronites, and the family of the Uzalites. These were the families of the Kohathlites. Kohathites. No, not Lite. Kohathites. These were the families of the Kohathites. According to the number of all the males from a month old and above, there were 8,600 keeping charge of the sanctuary. The families of the children of Kohath were to camp on the south side of the tabernacle, and the leader of the father's house of the families of the Kohathites was Elizaphon, the son of Uziel. The duty included the ark, the table, the lampstand, the altars, the utensils of the sanctuary with which they ministered, the screen, and all the work relating to them. And Eleazar, the son of Aaron, the priest, was to be chief over the leaders of the Levites, with oversight of those who kept charge of the sanctuary. From Merari came the family of the Mahlites and the family of the Mushites. These were the families of Merari, and those who were numbered, according to the number of all the males from a month old and above, were 6,200. The leader of the father's house of the families of Merari was Zuriel, the son of Abihail. Abihail. Yeah, Abihail. Yeah, these were to count on the north side of the tabernacle, and appointed name of the children of Merari including the boards of the tabernacle, its bars, its pillars, its sockets, its utensils, all the work relating to them, and the pillars of the court all around with their sockets, their pegs, and their cords. Moreover, those who were to camp before the tabernacle on the east, before the tabernacle of meeting, were Moses, Aaron, and his sons, keeping charge of the sanctuary to meet the needs of the children of Israel, but the outsider who came near was to be put to death. All who were numbered of the Levites, whom Moses and Aaron numbered at the commandment of the God, by their families, all the males were from a month old and above were 22,000. Then the God said to Moses, number all the firstborn males of the children of Israel from a month old and above, and take the number of the names. And you shall take the Levites from me. I am the God. Instead of all the firstborn among the children of Israel, and the livestock of the Levites, instead of all the firstborn among the livestock of the children of Israel. So Moses numbered all the firstborn among the children of Israel as the God commanded him, and all the firstborn males according to the number of names from a month old and above of those who were numbered of them were 22,273. So you see, the God started the first census and so on and so forth. Then the God spoke to Moses, saying, take the Levites instead of all the firstborn among the children of Israel, and the livestock of the Levites instead of their livestock. The Levites shall be mine. I am the God. And for the redemption of the 273 of the firstborn of the children of Israel, who are more than the number of the Levites, you shall take 5 shekels for each one individually. You shall take them in the currency of the shekel of the sanctuary, the shekel of 20 gerahs, and you shall give the money with which the excess number of them is redeemed to Aaron and his sons. So Moses took the redemption money from those who were over and above those who were redeemed by the Levites. From the firstborn of the children of Israel, he took the money, 1,365 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary. And Moses gave their redemption money to Aaron and his sons, according to the word of the God, as the God commanded Moses. Chapter 4, Numbers. Then the God spoke to Moses and Aaron, saying, take a census of the sons of Kohath from among the children of Levi by their families, by their father's house, from 30 years old and above, even to 50 years old, all who enter the service to do the work in the tabernacle of meeting. This is the service of the sons of Kohath in the tabernacle of meeting, relating to the most holy things. When the camp prepares to journey, Aaron and his sons shall come, and they shall take down the covering veil and cover the ark of the testimony with it. Then they shall put on it a covering of badger skins and spread over that a cloth entirely of blue, and they shall insert its poles. On the table of showbread they shall spread a blue cloth and put on it the dishes, the pans, the bowls, and the pitchers for pouring, and the showbread shall be on it. They shall spread over them a scarlet cloth and cover the same with a covering of badger skins, and they shall insert its poles. And they shall take a blue cloth and cover the lampstand of the light with its lamps, its wick trimmers, its trays, and all its oil vessels with which they service it. Excuse me, as I'm saying, I don't pre-read. I'm reading, so as I'm reading now, I'm learning. Just like I said, I'm learning as I'm teaching. Well, he's teaching me, and I'm putting forth efforts. If you want to learn, you're learning from him, not me. This is what he's teaching me, and I'm just passing it on. That's my only job. Enlighten those. My job is to enlighten those who seek enlightenment, not mine, but from him above, the God of God. Now, then they shall put it with all its utensils in a covering of badger skins, and put it on a carrying beam. Over the golden altar they shall spread a blue cloth, and cover it with a covering of badger skins, and they shall insert its poles. Then they shall take all the utensils of service with which they minister in the sanctuary, put them in a blue cloth, cover them with a covering of badger skins, and put them on a carrying beam. And they shall take away the ashes from the altar, and spread a purple cloth over it. They shall put on it all its implements with which they minister there, the fire pans, the forks, the shovels, the basins, and all the utensils of the altar. And they shall spread on it a covering of badger skins, and insert its poles. And when Aaron and his sons have finished covering the sanctuary and all the furnishings of the sanctuary, when the camp is set to go, then the sons of Kohath shall come to carry them. But they shall not touch any holy thing, lest they die. These are the things in the tabernacle of meeting which the sons of Kohath are to carry. The appointed duty of Eleazar, the son of Aaron, the priest, is the oil for the lamp, for the light, the sweet incense, the daily grain offering, the anointing oil, the oversight of all the tabernacle, of all that is in it, with the sanctuary and its furnishing. Then the God spoke to Moses and Aaron, saying, Do not cut off the family of the families of the Kohathites from among the Levites, but do this in regard to them, that they may live and not die when they approach the most holy things. Aaron and his son shall go in and appoint each of them to his service and his task. But they shall not go in to watch while the holy things are being covered, lest they die. Then the God spoke to Moses, saying, Also take a census of the sons of Gershon by their families, by their father's house, by their families, from 30 years old and above, even to 50 years old. You shall number them, all who enter to perform the service, to do the work in the tabernacle of meeting. This is the service of the families of the Gershonites. Gershonites in servicing and king. They shall carry the curtains of the tabernacle and the tabernacle of meeting with its covering, the covering of badger skin that is on it, the screen for the door of the tabernacle of meeting, the screen for the door of the gate of the court, the hangings of the court which are around the tabernacle and altar, and their cords, all the furnishing for the service, and all that is made for these things, so shall they serve. Aaron and his sons shall assign all the service of the sons of the Gershonites, all the tasks and all their service, and ye shall appoint to them all the tasks as their duty. This is the service of the families of the sons of Gershon in the tabernacle meeting, and their duty shall be under the authority Ithamar, the son of Aaron, the priest. As for the sons of Merari, ye shall number them by their families and by their father's house. Merari, May, M-E-R-A-R, Merari, Ferrari. Okay, gotcha. From 30 years old and above, even to 50 years old, you shall number them, everyone who enters the service to do the work of the tabernacle meeting. And this is what they must carry as all their service for the tabernacle meeting. The boards of the tabernacle, its bars, its pillars, its sockets, and the pillars around the court with their sockets, pegs, and cords, with all their furnishings and all their service. And ye shall assign to each man by name the items he must carry. This is the service of the families of the sons of Merari, as all their service for the tabernacle meeting under the authority of Ithamar, the son of Aaron, the priest. And Moses, Aaron, and the leaders of the congregation numbered the sons of the Kohathites by their families and by their father's house, from 30 years old and above, even to 50 years old, everyone who entered the service for work in the tabernacle meeting. And those who were numbered by their families were 2,750. These were the ones who were numbered of the families of the Kohathites, all who might serve in the tabernacle meeting, whom Moses and Aaron numbered according to the commandment of the God by the hand of Moses. And those who were numbered of the sons of Gershon by their families and by their father's house, from 30 years old and above, even to 50 years old, everyone who entered the service for work in the tabernacle meeting. Those who were numbered by their families by their father's house were 2,630. These are the ones who were numbered of the families of the sons of Gershon, of all who might serve in the tabernacle meeting, whom Moses and Aaron numbered according to the commandment of the God. Those of the families of the sons of Merari, who were numbered by their families by the father's house, from 30 years old and above, even to 50 years old, everyone who entered the service for work in the tabernacle meeting. Those who were numbered by their families were 3,200. These are the ones who were numbered of the families of the sons of Merari, whom Moses and Aaron numbered according to the word of the God by the hand of Moses. All who were numbered of the Levites, whom Moses, Aaron, and the leaders of Israel numbered by their families and by their fathers' houses. Oh no! Ah. Oh man, excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. I don't know where that come from. Right. These are the ones who were numbered of the family. Okay. All right. I stopped at 46. I'm gonna read it all over again. From 30 years old and above, even to 50 years old, everyone who came to do the work of service and the work of bearing burdens in the tabernacle meeting. Those who were numbered were 8,580. According to the commandment of the God, they were numbered by the hand of Moses, each according to his service and according to his task. Thus were they numbered by him as the God commanded Moses. Chapter 5, Numbers. And the God spoke to Moses, saying, command the children of Israel that they put out of the camp every leper, everyone who has a discharge, and whoever becomes defiled by a corpse. You shall put out both male and female. You shall put them outside the camp, that they may not defile their camps in the midst of which I dwell. And the children of Israel did so, and put them outside the camp. As the God spoke to Moses, so the children of Israel did. Then the God spoke to Moses, saying, speak to the children of Israel, when a man or woman commits any sin that men commit in unfaithfulness against the God, and that person is guilty, then he shall confess the sin which he has committed. He shall make restitution for his trespass in full, plus 1/5 of it, and give it to the one he has wronged. But if the man has no relative to whom restitution may be made for the wrong, the restitution for the wrong must go to the God for the priest, in addition to the ram of the atonement with which atonement is made for him. Every offering of all the holy things of the children of Israel which they bring to the priest shall be his, and every man's holy thing shall be his. Whatever any man gives, the priest shall be his. And the God spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel and say to them, if any man's wife goes astray and behaves unfaithfully towards him, and a man lies with her carnally, and it is hidden from the eyes of her husband, and it is concealed that she has defiled herself, and there was no witness against her, nor was she caught. If the spirit of jealousy comes upon him, and he becomes jealous of his wife who has defiled herself, or if the spirit of jealousy comes upon him, and he becomes jealous of his wife, although she has not defiled herself, then the man shall bring his wife to the priest. He shall bring the offering required for her, 1/10 of an ephah of barley meal. He shall pour no oil on it and put no frankincense on it, because it is a grain offering of jealousy, an offering for remembering, for bringing iniquity to remembrance. And the priest shall bring her near and set her before the God. And the priest shall take holy water in an earthen vessel, and take some of the dust that is on the floor of the tabernacle and put it into the water. Then the priest shall stand the woman before the God, uncover the woman's head, and put the offering for remembering in her hands, which is the grain offering of jealousy. And the priest shall have in his hand the bitter water that brings a curse. And the priest shall put her on the oath and say to the woman, if no man is lain with you, and if you have not gone astray to uncleanness while under your husband's authority, be free from this bitter water that brings a curse. And the priest shall put her under oath. But if you have gone astray while under your husband's authority, and if you have defiled yourself, and some man other than your husband has lain with you, then the priest shall put the woman under the oath of the curse. And he shall say to the woman, the God makes you a curse and an oath among your people. When the God makes your thigh rot and your belly swell, and made his water that causes the curse go into your stomach, and make your belly swell and your thigh rot, then the woman shall say, Amen, so be it. Then the priest shall write these curses in the book, and he shall scrape them off into the bitter water. And he shall make the woman drink the bitter water that brings a curse, and the water that brings a curse shall enter her to become bitter. Then the priest shall take the grain offering of jealousy from the woman's hand, shall wave the offering before the God, and bring it to the altar. And the priest shall take a handful of the offering as his memorial portion, burn it on the altar, and afterward make the woman drink the water. When he has made her drink the water, then it shall be, if she has defiled herself, if she has defiled herself and behaved unfaithfully toward her husband, that the water that brings a curse will enter her and become bitter, and her belly will swell, her thigh will rot, and the woman will become a curse among the people. For the woman has not defiled herself and is clean, then she shall be free and may conceive children. This is the law of jealousy, when a woman while under her husband's authority goes astray and defiles herself, or when the spirit of jealousy comes upon a man and he becomes jealous of his wife, then he shall stand the woman before the God, and the priest shall execute all this law upon her. Then the man shall be free from iniquity, but that woman shall bear her guilt. Interesting. Like I tell people, when you read this book like it's supposed to, wow, it was pressure, baby. It wasn't no just easy thing back there, baby. It was not easy. Okay. Yeah. Chapter 6, Numbers. Then the God spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, say to them, when either man or woman consecrates an offering to take the vow of a Nazarite to separate himself to the God. One more time. Nazarite. Nazi, Rite, not Nazarite, Nazi, Rite, Nazirite, Nazi, Nazi, Rite, Rite. Kiswahili, Nazirite, Nazirite. That's the first time you. That's why Hitler was all in. That's why Hitler was all in the Nazis. Man, I can't believe I'm looking up there. I cannot believe I've totally lost concept of where I'm at for real, man. For real, I really have. I'm so used to my camera being up high. I done brought it down here. Please forgive this. Wow. Wow. So I'm not high. I'm just, I've readjusted my camera. So my camera usually be higher up. So when I was looking up there, I wasn't. Well, anyway, let me stop. Chapter 6, Numbers. Then the God spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel and say to them, when either a man or woman consecrates an offering to take the vow of a Nazirite to separate himself to the God, he shall separate himself from wine and similar drink. He shall drink neither vinegar made from wine, nor vinegar made from similar drink. Neither shall he drink any grape juice, nor eat fresh grapes or raisins. All the days of his separation he shall eat nothing that is produced by the grapevine, from seed to skin. All the days of the vow of his separation, no razor shall come upon his head, until the days are fulfilled for which he separate himself to the God, he shall be holy. Then he shall let the locks of the hair of his head grow. Wow. You hear that? Chapter, chapter 6, Numbers, locks. Then he shall let the locks of the hair of his head grow. Natsirites was the first one with locks, baby. Samson had 7 locks. Wow, many times as I read the Bible, I never seen this about no locks. I know about Samson having locks, but I ain't know nothing about locks until now. Numbers chapter 6, verse 5, locks. Then he shall let the locks of the hair of his head grow. Rastaman, Rastaman, Rastaman. But before the Rastaman, Nazi, Rite. Nazi, Rite, Nazi, Nazi, Rite, Rite, Kiswahili. That's why Hitler was so into Nazis, but they weren't the real ones. Dreadlocks, dreadlocks. Wow. All the days that he separates himself to the God, he shall not go near a dead body. He shall not make himself unclean, even for his father or his mother, for his brother or his sister, when they die, because his separation to God is on his head. All the days of his separation he shall be holy to the God. And if anyone dies very suddenly beside him, and he defiles his consecrated head, then he shall shave his head on the day of his cleansing. On the 7th day he shall shave it. Then on the 8th day he shall bring 2 turtle doves or 2 young pigeons to the priest to the door of the tabernacle of meeting. And the priest shall offer one as a sin offering, the other as a burnt offering, and make atonement for him because he sinned in regard to the corpse. And he shall sanctify his head that same day. He shall consecrate to the God the days of his separation, and bring a male lamb in his first year as a trespass offering. But the former days shall be lost, because his separation was defiled. Now this is the loss of the Nazi Rite. When the days of his separation are fulfilled, he shall be brought to the door of the tabernacle of meeting. And he shall present his offering to the God, 1 male lamb in his first year, without blemish as a burnt offering, 1 awa lamb, one awa lamb in his first year without blemish as a sin offering, 1 ram without blemish as a peace offering, a basket of unleavened bread, cakes of fine flour mixed with oil, unleavened wafers anointed with oil, and a grain offering with their drink offerings. Then the priest shall bring them before the God and offer his sin offering and his burnt offering, and he shall offer the ram as a sacrifice of a peace offering to the God with a basket of unleavened bread. The priest shall also offer his grain offering and his drink offering. Then the Nazirite shall shave his consecrated head at the door of the tabernacle of meeting, and shall take the hair from his consecrated head and put it on the fire, which is under the sacrifice of the peace offering. That's why when I was growing up, these always said, burn your hair, burn your hair. Okay. And the priest shall take the boiled shoulder of the ram, one unleavened cake from the basket, and one unleavened wafer, and put them upon the hands of the Nazi Rite after he has shaved his consecrated hair. And the priest shall wave them as a wave offering before the God. They are holy for the priest, together with the breast of the wave offering and the thigh of the heave offering. After that, the Nazirite may drink wine. This is the law of the Nazirite, who vows to the God the offering for his separation, and besides that, whatever else his hand is able to provide, according to the vow which he takes, so he must do according to the law of his separation. And the God spoke to Moses, saying, speak to Aaron and his son, saying, this is the way you shall bless the children of Israel. Say to them, the God bless you and keep you. The God make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The God lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. So they shall put my name on the children of Israel, and I will bless them. Now it came to pass. Let me see. No, I'm going to stop it right there, man. Chapter 6. I'm going to stop it right there. Oh, man. And tell you thank you. Asante sana. Thank him. Asante sana. One more time. Learn something new. I knew about Samson having 7 locks, but I never knew about locks until I just read it. You know, it's like I be saying, you know, hey, I'm learning as I read. I've read it before, but I haven't read it. I didn't memorize it, you know what I'm saying? Because the book is impossible to memorize. If someone said they memorized it, then they haven't really truly read it. Because this book is impossible to really truly memorize and truly read and comprehend, because the book is steady changes as you get older. Some of the things that eye for an eye when you're a youngster means revenge, you know, but as you get older, you don't seek revenge. You understand what it means sometimes. Sometimes you just, you know, brush your shoulders off. That's what it means. You know, brush your shoulders off. You know, and don't literally mean eye for an eye, but when you're a youngster, sometimes, yes, it do. Yeah, it do. You see what I'm saying? So to comprehend this book, you read it, and you read it when you're young, okay. Comprehension levels with what a youngster. When you read it in your middle age, the comprehension, you know, so on and so forth, you know, it changes. It changes. Just like when I was younger, I believed in Jesus because I was programmed to believe in Jesus. Why would I believe in that? Something that tells me I no longer exist. So now I believe in Jesus, that which tells me who I am. And you somebody, my brother, you somebody. So I have a tendency, you know, to believe in that which tells me I'm somebody. That's why I believe in Nigeria, Nigeria, not Africa. I don't believe in Africa. Why would you change Kuta Kitchen and told me to leave Africa? Makes no sense. I don't believe in stuff like that. But anyway, Asante Sana, thank you one more time. Furuha Sabasiku. Furuha Sabasiku. Mimi Nikubenda na wewe Nikubenda na mimi. Furuha Sabasiku. Moji Kupenda. Peace, baby.